Welcome to another episode of CJ Discovery. We are enjoying a day off of school. So we are hanging out here and we have decided to do this kit. It is called Dinosaurs. We are supposed to dig out the skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the box informs us that Tyrannosaurus means tyrant lizard. And Rex means king. So we are going to dig out the skeleton of a tyrant lizard king.
That's gonna be humongous.
I think it's miniature sized. Probably not real size. I don't think it would fit in the box if it was real
Well,
size.
it could be chopped into little tiny pieces. Like
That-
germ size.
In germ size?
Yes.
Well, then it would be really little. Probably somewhere in between germ sized and full size, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Big, enormous, gigantic power, itty bitty living space. So this box says that it is for 8+, recommends that it is not for 3 and under because it has small parts. We got this at Meijer. It was $11.99, I think. And it does recommend that it has adult supervision to assist. So without further ado.
Oh, this is heavy.
Plastic.
Oh, got it. Almost. Looks like we got. What?
I don't know what. This looks like it makes a box of some kind, so I don't know. It's got tabs and stuff. Maybe it's a display stand.
Different kind of languages.
Well, we got our kit open. We have a little package here that has a brush, and this is little pieces of wax in here, and a digging tool. And then we have a block that says that this is where all the dinosaur parts are contained. It's wrapped in plastic. Now, before we get started, I wanted to say some things about this. The instructions as we were reading says that this whole process could take hours or even days. You're supposed to be really careful, just like if you were a real paleontologist, and that is the idea of the fun. It does say you can rush the process by putting water on it, but really that's the whole point of the kit. So, we're going to try to do this today over the course of the day, and we may choose to use some water. They do warn that the plaster might stain, and wet plaster especially would stain, and they warn you to wear a smock and old clothes and protect your work surface. Paleontology is a really slow process because they don't want to break it when they find it. So let's get to it.
Okay. But I think we need scissors. Can you please get us some scissors, please?
Okay. You're asking them to go get our scissors? Haha! I got into it without the need of scissors. No scissors needed here.
There's more plastic.
So it looks like inside the plastic it is wrapped in more plastic, likely to protect, because it's all, I don't know if you can see, it's all crumbly in there. We have a plate that we're going to put this on. I would recommend that you definitely cover the work surface. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to go get a towel and put that down first. So here is our block after we got it out of the plastic. We don't know what this little red thing is here. We haven't messed with it. This cracked just in opening it.
I see a fossil already.
Now obviously, as we discussed before, that these won't be real fossils because the real fossil of a Tyrannosaurus Rex would be gigantic and only little bitty bits of bones would be able to be in this. Oh. Well, we've been at this for a little bit, and out of the corner here we have poking what appears to be like a claw, a foot. We don't know if it's a foot or a hand. It might be a foot. I'm not sure.
It's a foot.
I think it's a foot.
Because I see it, so it's like it has like a high heel.
A high heel?
Yes.
A Tyrannosaurus in high heels? That would be weird.
You're wondering what I'm doing? I'm sawing.
Yeah, I think we were discussing the fact that we're being kind of a little tougher on this. If these were real bones, we'd probably have to be a lot gentler. They seem to be kind of plasticky. I was saying if that was a real foot bone, that you found, you would definitely have to be really careful with it because it would all fall apart. Alright, here we are after about probably a half hour of digging around. Here's all the stuff that we've dug off at this point. And can I show for a second? We have this whole corner here that has, it's where it had the foot coming out of. We still don't have the foot out, but we have discovered that there's other bones in that corner. We still don't know quite what that red thing is. Kind of dug at it a little bit. The process is definitely messy. I have on jogging pants because it warns you to wear old clothes, and I actually have it all over me. We've put a towel down. Now all of a sudden we have pulled out our first bone piece. Can you get it out? That's a jaw. It looks like it is definitely our foot. That's, if you look on the instructions, it shows us this is definitely this part right here. So we have one.
Yay!
We're about 20 minutes later. Let me show we have uncovered more pieces of these side bones. There's, it looks to be like the backbone or the tailbone sticking out. It's all curved into it, so it's taken us a while to get it. We still don't know what the red thing is.
Oh, Mommy, that's actually the spine. That's the spine.
Which one? The one that's sticking out?
This one.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It might be the tail, but you might be right. It might be the spine.
Because
We just had another bone pop loose. This is the one we were working on here. It's probably the backbone, actually, because it has this tip here. He is still going at it here. We've actually got several bones sticking out of the side here that he's working on. Go ahead.
I think we need another one.
2 feet. So here we are after about an hour. We have gotten 4 of the 11 pieces out. We have 2 legs and ribs, a tail, and several more are sticking right out. He's diligently working, as you can see. We've got quite a few sticking out. There are supposed to be 11 pieces in total. We think we might have seen, let me turn. We think right there might be that skull piece, possibly right here. That might be the teeth. We have some parts of the body here, and we are still not in that red piece. We're going to do this just for a little bit, and then we are probably going to submerge it in water just so that we can actually build the skeleton. Well, Josh was having so much fun that I went off and made lunch and left him to work down here. He has been going on it quite diligently. He wasn't quite ready to dip it in the water yet. He's uncovered a few pieces while I was gone. It looks like we're up to 9 now. He also did discover that I did not notice that there was 12 pieces, not 11 on here, because this one says 12, and I didn't notice that. So he only has about 3 more pieces to go, right?
So I don't think we should probably use water then.
Well, we're going to try not to. It looks like he did discover the bottom part of the skull while I was gone, too. Well, we just stuck with it. We decided we were so close we would just finish it and not dip any in water. We did get all 12 pieces. We found out that the red piece was not at all connected to anything. We don't know why it was there, but there it is. The other thing we found is this piece. This is possibly what I think might be like, or when they make all these, it's probably all on one little plastic model, and then they snap them off to put it in it, and maybe that's what this is. I was kind of looking at the pieces and trying to match them up before we started. We've got all of them here. There is a problem I see, which is these 2 pieces. It seems like they gave us 2 identical pieces, which they're supposed to go like this to each other and match. But if I do that, they can't hook together properly. So I'm not sure what's going to happen on this, because these are supposed to connect. But we're going to try our best. We're going to start working on assembling it. You want to go ahead and assemble the skull on camera?
Yes.
I can't find the tail.
Yeah.
I'm sitting. So then there's this moment in the video where the tail was attached to my posterior region. While he's attaching those two together, they gave us this little packet of wax, and what they say is that if we want to attach things together, we can use the wax. We're supposed to be able to warm it up in our hands.
I'm having trouble.
This is a stand that they give you. We're not going to worry about it at the moment. It is supposed to go together so that you have a nice little display.
Ta-da! Let me chomp, 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 chomp. I went to our sink and used the top part was like filled with plaster, and I used hot water on it, and it was like hard hot water, and it took mostly all of that plaster out.
Or don't tell the people who made the kit, but I've used a pencil that kind of fits into that little hole to push the dirt on the other side. Alright, with some time we have been carefully putting this together, and our dinosaur is complete. We did get all of the pieces together. The instructions talk about using wax this is the wax, and you're supposed to hold it in your hand and warm it up, and it's supposed to help secure the joints. Honestly, we just didn't worry about that. Maybe that will make it hold better. I don't know. I was wrong on the two pieces. They do actually seem like they did give us the right pieces. Once I figured out how they hooked in there, I was turning them the wrong way. It's all good. I would not rush sticking this in water and getting pieces cleaned off, because this part of it was actually the not fun part. Putting all the pieces together, I didn't really like how they went together. The structure when it's done looks kind of cool, but maybe it was because after all the arduous thing of getting all the bones cleaned off and everything, maybe I should have waited a little while to put it together. He likes it though, right? He was not able to put it together himself. I definitely had to put the actual skeleton together. This was a fun kit for us. Here's the thing I want to tell you. Of course, every child is different. He has trouble really doing stuff for a long period of time. Still at his age, he wants to get up and just move on. I was really impressed with how long he was willing to sit and work on this. He didn't actually get bored with it until it came time to put this part together. And then I think it was only because it was too hard for him to get the pieces into each other. He was willing to try. He started trying, but as soon as the pieces got hard to deal with, he was like, I'm over it, I'm done. The instructions do warn us about the dust in the air. I would recommend going ahead and using some sort of dust mask, especially for little kids and stuff like that. We did make quite a mess too. It's just dusty mess, but they do warn that it might stain, so I would definitely recommend wearing old clothes and maybe putting something down and or doing it on a surface that's safe. So I really liked the kit, and I do think that it's worth spending the time to carefully do it. The cool thing about this kit is that we were able to be kind of rough with it. In fact, we had conversations about how in real paleontology you would not be able to do that, because this would actually be a bunch of little bitty bones, and a lot of them would be really fragile, and if you had been as rough as we would have, you would have broke it. They were fairly sturdy. They're kind of plasticky, and so they're kind of bendy. They're not going to get chipped real easy, I guess. I say that, and some kid may go out there and just pop it right off. But we were able to be kind of sawing and rough and tough, and we were both going at it. All in all, it took us about 2.5 hours from start to finish. I think it was probably worth the money. This kit is called Dinosaur. It is by Kids Labs Fun Science Products, and it's got a 4M in the corner, if that means anything. It does say it's for 8 and over, and yeah. Did you like the kit?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of CJ Discovery. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. A T-Rex thumbs up. Be sure to click subscribe. Can't do that. Click subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We put them out every Saturday. Go forth and discover. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
The cool thing about the kit, we were able to be kind of rough with it, which...
Oh, poor Bob.
His name's Bob. Bob the T-Rex.
Oh, you're okay, Bob.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sending him to wash up. Alright, this is why nothing gets done around here.